ESEA Intermediate Season 26 Esports Cast. We are here with Intact against MyNama Jeff Esports, and of course, I'm joined by my co-caster, Savage.
What's up? I'm here. I'm excited. We have a game on Cash, I think, this week. Nice.
Yep.
2 matches, perhaps, on Cash, I believe. So, first match here should be pretty exciting. Haven't seen Intact play on Cash so far, but we will probably just jump right into the knife round.
Get the knife round going here. Get auto-directing, and we are into it. Love this map, most simply because it's kind of fair on knife rounds. The terrorists can make it out of mid-garage, and then it's like everyone. There's no like shady shit going on, you know what I mean?
There's some shady shit going on right there as we have some really dirty knives coming out from Intact. That's a 5-0. That's the team ace, and well, not exactly. Yeah. I thought they all got kills. No. Enfo's just cleaning up. He's killing them all. But we probably will see the CT side start then.
Yeah, CT side. Yep, CT side coming out from Intact after winning the knife round, and we will be getting straight into it. Just a and Papa Szechuan.
Papa Sesh. He's kind of, yeah, so new additions to the team. We have Papa Sesh and Stylin.
And Michu as well.
Yeah, and so with that in mind, we will have VicX and Enfo still here for Intact from the previous rounds. But the Jeffs seem to be heading toward A and mid. We see the boost coming over from Freshie, and lots of mid control perhaps coming out here for Jeffs early.
Yeah, maybe trouble from Intact, but it looks like that third man that went towards the B bomb site is going to be rotating as we have pushed through B main, and they're not spotting any players. First contact here in mid goes in the name of, or in the way of Forza, as they begin to split the A site.
Yeah, really quick shot coming over the boost right there, but Michu, he's waiting for Scat to be pushing through the smoke. Headshot for him, another onto Jaden as they push up highway, but now here comes Freshie. He's going to be able to take out Michu, and now site control goes to the Jeffs. And now the 3 versus 3 on the side of Stylin. Finds one into A main, almost finds the second toward quad. Not quite. 2 versus 3. And Alexander, he's knocked low.
Freshie picking up another one on Papa Szechuan. Looking for more as remaining CT players come in. He gets VicX. And from the quad position, Alexander picking off Stylin to secure the pistol round. Would have been a little bit harder for them to hold there. They didn't have man advantage for a moment, and the default plant spot definitely is not as sneaky as you can get away with some of those plants in the A bomb site there. But they managed to pull it off. 2 frags coming in from Freshie.
Yeah.
To really get that bomb site hold. And they are going to be having some pretty nice economy here. MP7, M10, a couple rifles, and a UMP coming out. And quick aggression towards the B bomb site with no Intact players.
Nobody stacked here, so the bomb will go down nice and easy. Scat already pushing through to the tree room, so he's going to find 2 quick. Actually, no, Enfo's going to get the kill with the P250. It didn't look like he had it there, but no damage actually going down onto him. He'll be able to find a quick gun. AK-47 sprayed down by Alexander onto VicX and Enfo, but Szechuan, he trades that out. Headshot with the CZ. Freshie going to be able to find the AK. And now 2 versus 3. Doesn't look like Intact is going to be going for this. Forza, he's going to get one with the MAC-10. $600 for him. Last kill is going to go to Jaden. And nice easy round there. Easy trades coming out from from the Jeffs all around. And you know, not too bad of a call for the Intact to stack toward the A site, but not working out for him. So the retake not too successful for him.
Little weird thing there. Somehow Jaden lost the Galil. I think he threw it away and couldn't get another gun, so he rebought an AK, and now his team's going to be on the SMG. Not going to be a huge deal. No armored players on Intact. Fast B aggression, but it's a 5-man stack.
And this is going to be an extremely aggressive play coming out from the Jeffs. Let's see if it works out against all pistols. A couple ding down. Enfo and Szechuan able to pick some up. Enfo, a second for him as well. And now we're down to the 2 versus 2. And the pistols working out very well for Intact so far.
And the bomb is stuck up on the self-boost spot, which isn't going to be easy to pick up either. This is a tricky situation. There's pretty good utility left on MyNama. That nade will do lots of damage against armor. First contact coming out. Jaden getting shot at from a player in heaven. Spots the second player as well. They know where they are. Nade comes in, only does 30. They need to find the rest of the players. Jaden confident with the AK peeking from heaven, picks up the 2, and they sneak away with murder.
That was an intense round coming out from Intact. 3 quick kills, aren't able to pick up 2 more, but that is going to put the economy of Mainama in a terrible, terrible spot. If they lose 1-2 more rounds here, they're going to be back on the pistols, and suddenly Intact can have that rotation and momentum. But first gun round coming out, so we do have a lot of importance here on this round.
Let's see what Mainama Jeff does. As their default play, it looks like Scat is fishing for a player, watching the smoke on the other side. He's not going to be rewarded, and they give up B, and it looks like there are already players out on the A site. I didn't see them sneak out of A main. There is a player boosted up Shroud, I believe, for Intact, and this could be trouble if Mainama Jeff decide to commit to taking A, because I don't think they're going to check this spot after they had a man so far out on site.
Michu, great eyes coming up from Highway, getting the call out that some might be pushing out of that squeaky door. There were 2 sitting there for the Jeffs, and now Enfo. 2 quick kills in middle. That's going to wrap up the round here for Intact. 3 for Enfo, triple for him. And all in mid. Great AWP shots, nice standing shots from him. And so we'll move in to round 5 here. And look at the economy here for the Jeffs.
Let's check it out, get a detailed view. Another weird thing that happened in a round, with 1 player alive, the bomb was up on boost. So, technically the CTs could have spotted that and just played time, just hid in 1 round. But there's only 1 player. Enfo will clean it up. He is up at 6 now. Has the AWP, feeling comfortable. Let's see how this round develops. Looks like more fast B aggression.
And no nades coming out for 2 of the players for the Jeffs, so gonna be relying on just a couple of smokes, a couple of flashbangs. Enfo, quick shot onto B main. He's had a couple of really fast shots here so far with that AWP. Stylen, fast headshot from behind the box. Another one picked up for him, and now we're down to 2 versus 5 already.
See the poor economy of Mainama, forcing them to execute earlier in the round. Eagle is going to pick up 1, but there goes the AK, and now it is the Eagle who had picked up the op. Was all alone, and Stylen will make quick work of him. AWP not retrieved, but we have 4 AKs on the CT side, which is some pretty impressive weaponry, and I think somebody should be able to throw him an AWP. Yeah, we have players on 5K. So Enfo going to be getting an AWP back. Fantastic economy. And way to fight back on the first gun round, get the reset, and now time to convert your own eco rounds and bring it back to a 3-3.
And these are the important rounds as the counter-terrorist side. It's so difficult to build that economy after losing the first 3 gun rounds of the half, or the first 3 rounds, not gun rounds of the half, excuse me. But we are forced onto pistols here for the Jeffs, so we have Deagles coming out, P250 as well. And they're going to be playing this even a little slow, even with the pistols. They have had aggression coming out on B, a lot of quick rounds, but they're choosing to slow it down here on the pistols. Very interesting decision.
And, you know, you want to keep the CTs guessing. These quicker B hits have not been working out for them so far. They seem to be getting caught in B man and checkers and kind of getting mowed down. Need to find a way to disrupt some of the things that are happening on site as Szechuan takes off Jaden's head. Forza going to have a return elsewhere on the map against Enfo. 4-on-4, and the terrorists are now aggressing towards the B bomb site.
Seems to be their favorite spot here. Szechuan, he's in the corner. He's going to find the quick headshot. Does know there's one more. Stylen helps him out a little bit. Finds one more, dropping out of vent, and Michu, he chimes in as well. Fast cleanup there for Intact, and that was 4 players alive, so the economy boost is going to be very significant.
Love the positioning in the vents. Vents are already open from earlier in the round. Super easy for him to pop out, catch the first player off guard. Second player, easy headshot. Nice way to clean up an anti-eco. I think only losing 1 player. That's fantastic for your economy on the CT, and maybe we have, oh, it looks like we have a disconnect coming in, so got a little downtime here, mid-match, 3-3, and we're going to be getting into another gun round, so this is a exciting first half here on Cash. Intact versus Mainama Jeff. What is it, round, this is the 7th or 8th?
Round. Seventh round here, so 1 player did DC, so it will be the 4 versus 5 coming into the next round, I believe. I don't think that he's going to get that back. He was dead before he DC'd somehow. I mean, you can see he's on the ground right now. I don't know how that happens, but he might just be, it might just be 4v5 when he comes back.
I think the game will let him reconnect. I'm pretty sure if the pause is happening mid-round. I don't know. We'll see.
We are still in freeze time, which is what weirded me out. Yeah, okay. There we are. So,
and does he have money?
5 versus 5. Hopefully.
He does have money, so he's going to be buying an AK and some nades as well. Helping out his team as a 5 AK stack. A little lighter on the utility than you like, so not full buy. Only a partial full buy. We have the weapons, not the nades. So this is probably going to lend for a quicker execute in the first minute. I'd love to see something set with the 2 smokes they do have. Try and take either some mid control or a fast A. Unfortunately, Forza gets picked off early in the round by Enfo in the mid. Remaining 4 players going to be unable to split A. Just going to have to take it by themselves.
Very interesting position from Enfo there, as he is at the white box, does see the cross from Forza. Strange decision from him to just jump out through the smoke, but Michu, he has a good idea of where they're at. He's just going to spam with his M4A1 into that squeaky door. 3 players out of A main for the Jeffs. Going to find 1 at Forklift. Jaden's able to find Enfo as well, so now we're down to the 3 versus 3, and it looks like the Jeffs have bomb sites, so they're in a decent position to set up for the post plant here. We have the players still rotating from intact toward the A site. Nobody's pushed up too aggressively yet, so with that in mind, Michu will play the first contact.
Alexander mollied off of his position, gets taken down by Papa. Michu, another one in the head, and there's only 1 player left, and they're certainly going to get the quad. Jaden checks first. Check your privilege, Papa Szechuan, sit down. But 2 teammates able to trade in very easily. AWP saved, and that is a 4th round for Intact. See the economy on the terror side, not terrible. And we do see an instant buy coming out from Scat, so we should be seeing the rest of the terrorists follow suit, as well as they are. They managed to pick up AKs again, so we see the loss round bonus building for them. So move into round number 8 here. Will Intact be able to hold off a, looks like mid aggression here, coming out very fast.
You know, you almost want to see them save back onto the pistols, maybe to get some more utility, because so far they haven't been able to do much with the utility that they have offered toward Intact. However, Jaden, fast aggression toward mid, finds the headshot onto Enfo. He's been so dangerous. And now we find ourselves with the 3 versus 5. And mid control here. Szechuan able to pick up 1, but Jaden trades him right back. And now 4 versus 2. Round should be wrapped up here for the Jeffs. Do find Vikex on the A side as well. 4 versus 1, and we do have Stylen moving through Forza. Easy cleanup. Here's him rotating all the way through. So it looks like they found a little bit of a gap there in mid to run through and just barrel straight out, find the quick headshots, and really nice round coming out from the Jeffs.
It is. Holding mid is, so they had a white box smoke and a like a left side mid smoke that kind of blocks off the visibility from Z, but it gives your players the ability to kind of weave in between them, and just the pace of the attack. Unexpected by Intact, and we have 2 players dead before they even know what's happening. Excellent change of pace for Mainama to try and mix up the game, mix up the gun rounds. We have some trades coming in mid very early in the round as well. This is going to favor the terrorist side with the amount of utility they have. Contact towards Sunroom. How is Stylen going to get out of this one?
This is a really difficult situation to be in. You know, he thought he had the time, as he knew that the players were in mid, to get in the Sunroom, maybe make a sneaky play here, but now he has 3 players sitting there waiting for him on the other side. He's looking for help from his teammates. Let's see if he can get any help at all from any of the other counter-terrorists. If not, surely he will go down, and it will be a 4 versus 3 advantage.
He does have Szechuan watching the cross into his angle, and we'll have to see. It looks like the terrorists are tired of trying to hunt him and root him out of Sunroom, and going to be going up highway as a bulk, not even splitting either. Vikex clearly seems to think this can be a possibility, but you see he's still checking for players in A-Man and Squeaky. He has to be careful. This 4-man stack of highway and 1 lurking towards B may catch him off guard.
Michu, Vikex, both with headshots onto Freshie and Alexander. Stylen, he's rotating all the way through the back flank. Let's watch that as well. So they know nobody is here at A main. So Vikex, he's going to focus all of his attention forward. He'll find Forza. But now we have 1 player alive for Jeffs. See if he can make any difference here. Jaden, he hasn't been able to find much so far in the past few rounds. Is able to pick up Michu. And the other players are knocked low, so this is a very winnable situation for him. He has a good advantage knowing that he has Vikex behind the forklift, but he doesn't have information on the other.
He also doesn't have the time. The players just need to not peek. They know they can win the round just by hiding, and they are going to do so. Smart counter-terrorists win rounds. And he's going to escape with the AK, but I mean, he did do quite a lot of economic damage. He managed to pick up another another player. So Jaden was lurking towards the B, trying to catch the players rotating it. Unfortunately, the A hit really got stymied by 2 quick headshots from Intact. And the lurk did kind of pay off in a way, and if one or more of those kills had been found on the A bomb site, I think that's my Nama Jeff's round. But good defensive hold from Intact over there, holding it down and managing to sneak away with 20 HP a player on 2 to secure the round. Into round number 10 here. Economy low on both teams. These gun rounds are critical. Enfo picks up Scat, and we have more sprays coming into mid, more damage coming out. Fighting a Deagle low, catches another player in the spray, almost gets a third. Seems like more of an anti-eco situation than an actual gun round.
Yeah, that 3 pickups in mid quick there for Enfo. 1 with the UMP, 2 with the AK. And now we have 2 players left, 1 on 21 HP for the Jeffs. Not too good of a situation to be in as you are behind in rounds. We have 4 rounds for them, 5 rounds for Intact, but Intact's economy has been shattered so far by all of the kills that the Jeffs are finding. You had Enfo back on a UMP after winning this many in a row, and he's back on the AK now after finding a few kills, but actually he's just on the floor. And 3 versus 2. Good comeback so far for the Jeffs, and now they have mid control. This is a very dangerous round for Intact.
All right, Intact, we need some geometry lessons here. That's the 3rd player that just died to an AK headshot because they saw your shoulder without, you being able to see them. Just lining up these easy headshots. VicX, thank goodness, shutting down some of this nonsense, putting himself in a 2v1, and he has bomb control. Forza is going to be stuck at the truck position, but this is a headshot angle. Sneaky peekies coming out from VicX. And across the site is successful. Molotov coming in is going to push him further to the left, and he doesn't have time. But the kill and the default plant spot, he's going to be able to get the bomb down. He has the time. Styling in a one-on-one. And executes Forza in the back of the head. Clearly, I think Forza was expecting him to already be on the forklift position or maybe coming up highway. Didn't expect him coming out of A main. Styling gets a lucky positioning advantage on that one. Easy headshot, easy round. Little strange. What, 3 on 5, or was it 2 on 5, and that 3 Intact players just getting picked off by little geometry errors there. So got to be careful, boys. Your shoulders stick out further than you'd think.
And it happens the same way for at the end there for the terrorist side as well. Just pokes his little shoulder out the backside of the default plant spot there, and suddenly you know that he's not looking at you. Easy headshot cleanup as you come around that red box. Even for the likes of me, somebody who isn't too good at hitting the heads. Yeah. But for somebody like Stylin, way too easy. Way too easy.
You certainly hope so, playing an IM Premier, that you figured out how to point your cursor at somebody and pull the trigger at this point. So the basics. We are in probably a tactical pause from my Nama. It might be a little tilted after losing that round, coming back into, with the comeback, fighting back against man advantage. Getting the bomb to site, just a couple things not quite working out for you to secure the round. Hopefully it's not another technical issue, and it looks like we are going to be getting into round number 11 here. Economy, once again, it looks like we have a kind of quasi-buy coming out for... I don't know, this is a little confusing, because, like, if they lose this round, after the reset, like, Forza's not going to be able to rebuy.
He'll be back on a UMP at the very best. So it looks like maybe they're looking to pick up one of them is looking to pick up an AWP, and they might be able to drop one, something like that. Very strange economic situation.
So Scat still even has a little bit of money. I mean, the AK buy paying off for him, and they aren't going to be pushing fast B immediately off of this. I think it must have been an accidental buy from Forza is what happened. But they are able to secure another UMP from the CT, and they're going to be resetting, maybe looking to get some mid control here so they can split one of the remaining bomb sites.
It's a good play for them. Finds the quick kill after the aggressive play comes out for Intact. They wait for it, wait for the flash, find the player pushing through the smoke, and now find themselves in an advantage. Forza, another AK cleanup headshot for him, so that's going to put them at the 3 on 5 advantage. And this is a great spot to be in, even on the eco for the Jeffs. VicX, he's going to find Scat, even it out a little bit more. But we have players pushing toward A. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of A aggression. Freshie out of Squeaky. Maybe knows that there's one in A main now.
I'm very confused by what's going on right now. And there is a player on highway. And the player spotted Truck. I believe they're exchanging shots and pleasantries from afar. Alexander, is he going to spot Enfo? Who's very carefully looking for the Truck player, and he gets him. Swings wide from sight. Alexander is able to find the trade. The low HP player has been eliminated from heaven. It is just down to Freshie on the D. Misses the first one tap. Able to find one of the seconds. This is a one-on-one. And once again, geometry and positioning coming out in favor and giving the 1v1 to Stylen again. Man, this guy aced his 9th grade geometry class.
Yeah, he took geometry in 8th grade, actually. And, you
Bumped
know,
up a
way
year.
early.
Oh,
yeah, way early. And then now he's doing some advanced stuff. He might be teaching the class now. He's saying, look, he has these demos. He takes them to class and he says, look, kids, this is what you don't do when you're talking about angles. You don't sit here with your face too close to something to see somebody that's going to take a wider angle than you. And that's been the problem so far a few times for actually both sides here, that it's really just come down to them not looking the right direction, poking out a little bit too far, and some easy kills coming out for both sides. And it's been a bloodbath so far. So many kills coming out on both sides for Terrace and Counter Terrace. I mean, I think Jaden is like 10-3 right now or something, so it's not like they're performing particularly terribly. 8-3, so yeah.
Definitely kills coming out on both sides. Nobody having a particularly terrible game so far, but this is the A execution. Savage, have you recovered your breath? I need your play-by-play services to help me guide through how these Intact players are going to get through this as trades come in on the A bomb site.
Forza, he's going to find the rotation. Headshot onto Michu, and Terrace to advantage. 3 versus 2. Info does find the one pushing up mid. 2 versus 2. This is going to be a very difficult hold for the Jeffs as they have both players stuck behind the quad box. 1 at 10 HP. And Enfo and Szechuan may not have any idea where they are, so it might throw them off to find 2 players here so close. Scat did move up to the default position. He's going to find Szechuan. That's going to be so difficult now. Clean up for Jaden. Very nice round coming out for Jeffs.
Has excellent patience in the post plant there. Unfortunately, some of those angles not getting pre-fired means just low HP players take advantage of the one-shot AK potential to clean up the round for them and manage to save 3 guns in the process. That's going to be looking great for their banks, as the questionable buys maybe even paying off for them here. It looks like they still have the opportunity to win the T-half, go up 8-7, as Intact a little bit reset here on their money. Going to have to be ecoing. I think this has to be
what is going on here? We have both players just jumping around, players on the other side of Boost jumping as well for Intact. Everyone's just having a jump fest here over by Boost, trying to figure out what's going on. But it looks like we will have a little bit of aggression coming out toward the A side. They do have that read that they have players in mid. They did hear them jumping, I think. So with that in mind, they know that the A site might be a little bit free here. They do choose just go take it for free. The B stack not working out for Intact. They do find one. We'll pick up the AK. He'll look to save probably. And my God, that headshot from Pickaxe.
Yeah, that was a counter boost coming in, and obviously the Terrorists not expecting pressure in A main that quickly. This is still man advantage for them despite Michu getting picked up on highway. The rest of the retake comes in. Vikex gets one. Stylen with another. There's only one Terrorist left, and they know where he is. Enfo cleans him up with the P250. That is a strange way to lose an anti-eco, and you lose one player lurking B, but you have the bomb down with 4 players alive, and then it just kind of falls apart for you.
I almost thought for sure that we were just going to see the AK immediate save and the rest of the players maybe try to get exits or something like that,
Yeah,
but no, Intact just goes straight for the retake and just bombs into the site, barrels over all of the Jeffs players, and amazing retake coming out. Able to find the one player at Fork there at the very end. They had the perfect information, had players pushing through A main. Great pinch coming out from the counter-terrorist side. And wow, on pistols nonetheless.
Well, I should not have counted out the ability of Intact to win an eco round because they've proven me wrong. Securing the half win, their 8th round. 2 more left to go. And let us see how this transpires. Jaden on the deagle and Freshie in the ump, while Scat picking up the op. So he must believe that that weapon and its additional cost can get him something done in the round that having all AKs on your team might not be able to accomplish.
We haven't really seen much of an AWP pickup from the Jeffs so far, actually. Michu, fast shots onto Alexander pushing through mid. One more. Oh!
as he pulls out the nade.
I mean, he knew. He knew. Look at that.
Well, that was one of those things. It's like, I think in his mind he'd already wanted to pull out a nade, but then his brain was like, "There's a player here. You have to react to the situation." And he's one bullet.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And just one tap, nice headshot. Vicx gets the flash in. Papa finds one as well. That will put one player left for the Jeffs. And probably a 9th round here for Intact, as long as Freshie doesn't do something absolutely insane against 5 whole players on the Intact side.
They don't know that he's Whitebox. He's going to be able to walk up highway for free. Maybe be able to take the A bomb site, get a plant, secure some money into the next round. I don't think Intact have any way of knowing what's going on right now.
They do know that they've given up mid, so Michu is going to have a little bit of sight here for the highway. He was about to peek it. Does find Freshie, but almost does find the kill onto Vicx there.
That's I'm really glad with 3 players on A that they actually had somebody watching highway, and not, you know, not overseeing that as a possibility. The player in Z can play more passive that way, and you can sort of bait the player into revealing his position and getting caught off guard like that, killing him, securing the 9th round. And Enfo going for the quick B pick. Nobody there, unfortunately. Looks like Jaden is going to be watching from almost T-spawn with the scout, looking for the pushes. But if this is a battle of scopes, oh, and there it goes, the headshot on Forza. Jaden sneaking in, gets a nice clean pick on Vicx, an unarmored scout, upgrades to the AK. That's a 4-on-4, and there's only one player directly on this A bomb site. This could be huge trouble for Papa Szechuan, holding from the quad position.
Now Michu, he's ready to help from highway. Does spot out one, gets the headshot onto Jaden, knows that there are more coming. Makes the call. More players are rotating in for Intact. Now, we have the A site, not secure yet for the Jeffs. Doesn't even have the chance. Szechuan pops out from the quad box, gets 2. Michu with 2 as well. A nice clean round, not getting ecoed for Intact. That will put the 10-5 half in their favor. And not too, 10-5 actually isn't, I feel like, in the current meta of CS as far ahead as it used to be a year or 2 ago. But 10 rounds on the CT side of Cash is actually pretty good because it's a fairly even map for both T's and CTs, excuse me.
Lots of 8-7, lots of 9-6 halves, so not the largest short of closest one out. Definitely, especially if we see Intact win the pistol round in the second half. I'm going to be calling it definitely going into I think they'll be able to get 4 if they win the pistol. So, or 5, I mean.
They have great momentum coming into this half. Pistol rounds have been pretty strong so far this season for Intact overall. I mean, even on the rounds that they aren't winning, they're typically cleaning up 3 to 4 kills. So they're finding the shots. Most of the time, I think when they struggle in the pistol, it's when they struggle in the retake. Most of the time, if they're able to find, you know, a couple of headshots moving in, the retake never even has to come. Most of the time, they have players that rotate in fast enough, but sometimes they do tend to struggle on that pistol retake round. But we haven't seen that on Cash so far. They did win, you know, the last pistol, but here on the T side, we'll see what they choose to do for the pistol round, whether they go toward the A or B.
Always an eternal debate. I think I always used to see every terrorist team just be like, no, we have to go B, closer angles on the Glocks. But Glock change, maybe people are a little more comfortable playing those longer angles, you know, towards truck and towards highway when they're crossing onto the A site with those Glocks. That additional accuracy coming into play, making the A site seem like a less formidable option. I mean, I've definitely been ran over by some Glock pushes on both sides of this map. Is the improved Glock accuracy seems a little harsh at times, but maybe the T sides need to win a little more pistols on a couple maps to even things out, and both sides get to play a T pistol, so.
Yeah, I think that it's not too bad because both sides do get to play with the same gun, so I don't think it's too much there. I think with the A site, just one smoke can really, you know, take away those long angles, especially if you have somebody playing retake from truck, for instance. But it does look like Intact does elect to go over mid. They send 3 or 4 players. Yeah, 3 players up the highway, 4 players up the highway, and 1 toward A main. So Alexander picking up 2. Jaden picks up 1 as well. Michu is able to find 1 trade, but Jaden finding another headshot. Michu does pick up a second, but Jaden cleaning up 3 kills that round. Headshots all around. And very nice nice kills for him. From the highway position, all of them, nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a quick counter boost in events when they realize all the players were rushing at mid. Pays off to catch some players in the back. Easy headshots, not even contested. And we see the armor pistol by coming out from Intact. A little more aggressive force than some teams opt to at this stage of the game. But, I mean, it would be pretty crushing to lose a round, lose against an eco in a situation like this, going down 11-6 and getting your economy put back down in the gutter. But Jaden is going to be a nightmare from this position with the A1S. It's a great gun to have at this range, being able to tap on some players. But Enfo may not give Jaden the satisfaction of revealing his head. Forza, spotting him. Oh! Enfo with a nasty Deagle headshot. Forza, you have to be careful, my man. Give these boys some credit. They have the aim. Won't get the second one. Jaden is able to make the late trade as terrorists regress onto A site.
Isn't expecting the second one there in mid, but Stylen, another Deagle headshot. And Vikex finds one as well, so that's going to put 3 versus 2. Michu trades out the one on site, and that is going to be sight to Intact. They do hear the one coming behind. They are going to be able to get the bomb down. Vikex, he's going to be holding nice and passive, waiting for Michu to get the bomb down. They know that he's an A main. Both players looking there. Should be a nice trade here. Vikex finds the headshot and an eco round for Intact on the second round of the half.
I have to disrespect the P90 buy. Force buys are so common in the second round. With players having armor, like, it's just not a great gun. Like, I would much rather see you pick up. I mean, I feel like the UMP does almost the same thing.
Yeah,
you know,
for $1,000.
It actually, I believe the UMP has better armor pen than the P90. And yeah, it shoots slower and has less ammo in the magazine. But now Jeff is going to have to be trying to hold off the A main push with these pistols here, and moving as a squad. I like that from them. They're going to be trying to maximize their firepower, maximize their tradability, and play some sneaky angles to try to get an advantage. Intact does manage to pick up the eco win to bring them up to 11. That is looking fantastic for them. They have tons of utility. They're taking their time. They're going to execute late into a bomb site. Counter-terrorists are going to have to go nuclear with these pistols in order to try and fight back into this round.
I really like that play coming out from the Jeffs. Quick peek into A main, see if there's any aggression, get a little bit of information, then back off as a team, get back onto sites, play more passively. And you see that spread throughout the map. You see their nice line here throughout the A and B site. Everyone playing nice and passive, just trying to find these close angles. Szechuan isn't going to let that happen. Neither are Stylen and Enfo. Everyone picking up one there. Enfo another. Or, excuse me, not another. Just some shots coming out and me looking back at the kill feed and thinking that another shot came out. But 2 versus 5. CZ's only left for the Jeffs. And Intact going to be able to take that B bomb site nice and easy.
And they have players pretty aggressive throughout the map as well. Already almost in hunt/lurk positions to make sure that these CTs aren't going to be able to steal an AK. Vikex leads one, almost misses, with his first initial spray bullets getting brought down to 6 HP, but he recovers, gets the kill. Easy 2K there to clean up the round. 12-6 Intact. CT economy looking pretty bad. This is what I mean, is like if Intact can manage to string up a couple more here, this is going to be a lot of match points for my Nam and Jeff. Not looking so great for them, as Intact are surely going to pick up a 13th against this pure USP push down mid. The red box boost, you can see the feet. He's doing all the damage, but not able to actually kill anyone with it. They're just all tagged low. Help me with the AK spray info, please. That's 4 for him, and the 5th by Vikex on the inside as well.
What a funny spray down from Enfo there. It looked pretty ridiculous the way that they all just kept pushing in and just held down that left click. Everyone runs into the crosshair and picks up a nice 4K there.
I mean, yeah, I do like. I am tickled by how together the CTs are playing in that situation. They're doing a good job of trying to get something started for them in that round, trying to maybe get a rifle they can save for next. Because their buy is going to be shoddy. These flashbangs, you see that Forza is playing up close. They need to find a way to get man advantage early in this round to really give themselves the advantage they need. If they don't get man advantage and they get executed on with no counter utility, they're done. They're going to get surely wrecked. And it looks like that's going to be an A site, but bomb isn't useless. And this is a slow round here.
Yeah, 1:20 seconds left here in the round. Not any contact yet from either side. Couple of sprays through smokes, but I'm not sure I really like, with this lack of utility, this backed off positioning we're seeing from the Jeffs. I was maybe hoping to see some aggressive flashes into A main, aggressive flashes into B main, something like that, maybe to take a little bit more control. And now we have Intact just barreling out of mid. Alexander is able to find two actually. Freshie picks up one. VicX finds Alexander. Scat finds Stylen toward the B bomb site, and suddenly VicX finds himself alone on the Intact side against 2 M4s of the Jeffs.
This is going to come down to an issue of timing, angles, and like what are you watching. If VicX just manages to walk out of main and cross straight towards the site, Scat is going to be in huge trouble. Will find him and secure the round win for his team. Intact, after getting the 2 opening kills, still losing the round, got caught up there in mid with the player peeking from white box, lost 2 players. Just little trades, little errors like that. Not expecting a player to be, you know, aggressing down highway and trying to trade his bros in mid. I mean, good on MyNama for being able to come out of that round with, you know, no utility and losing those opening duels. That's huge from them. Getting a 7th round on the board, getting some economic momentum. Intact still huge on that front. A formidable opponent, and many rounds to go to climb back into a position where they can win this game. Another slow default coming out from Intact, trying to find the holes in the defense, and we are going to see perhaps some contact towards B, but it's not going to work out. As VicX? No, he's still in A main. I thought he might have been out to the fork. I was like, how did he manage to get out there?
The 21st round here is going to be a very difficult one here for the Jeffs. You see, they are still on what looks almost like an eco buy, even though they did win the last round. Still have 1 player on a deagle, and that is the curse of the CT economy, especially after getting reset on the first round. I mean, you really almost never recover unless you're able to chain 2 or 3, 4 rounds together in a row. Your economy really struggles the whole time. Jaden finds 2. Make that 3. That's toward the B bomb side, I believe.
There's a mid.
Oh, and mid actually. And now we have Scat finding Stylen as well. And suddenly, Michu again. We have 1 player alone against 5 again. He does find 1, but that's 2 rounds in a row now where Intact has not found 1 kill, and they've been down to their last player.
So I was able to I think get a decent amount of info from the minimap there, and what happened was Jaden was playing vents, got mollied off, pushed out close mid. The players in garage heard it, knew he was there, and were swinging wide to trade him, but Jaden, with an excellent spray down and apparently no flashbang coming in from Intact to blind him off, he's able to pick up the 3 players that tried to push out of mid. Even though their spacing seemed pretty good to me, it's just like sometimes the spray happens and you just get completely shut down. But this faster B aggression is going to catch MyNama off guard, I believe, as Intact have not done this yet on the T side.
No, you see on the B site, nobody is really pushed right up immediately onto site. If these players from Jeffs get caught off, B site could just go directly to Intact. I don't think that molly is going to... Actually, that molly does land. I thought it was going to land in the smoke. Stylen is able to find 1, but Freshie and Jaden pick up 2. Stylen make that 2 for him, and now 3 versus 3. Intact does have a little bit of control of the site, but 1 player is pushed through heaven. Szechuan is able to pick him up, but 2 players really, really low for Intact. Michu himself only on 63, so very sketchy round here, even if they are able to get this bomb plant.
Yeah, Michu... Yeah, I mean, they're all extremely lit. That, spam through the garage door and checkers almost killed 2 players. Alexander going to be pushing out of heaven, trying to find the last. Intact just need to hide, use their AKs and their positioning to their advantage. This is the crossfires. Michu is able to pick up Alexander. Players have low health, but Forza is going to be running out of time. Doesn't see the gap in the smoke that lets Papa Szechuan have that sneaky beaky angle on him. Gets picked off. That's 14 for Intact, and that is going to put the economy of MyNama to the test. Some players have money, some players not so much. They're going to have to buy. They definitely want to come out of this with a win. They don't want to go into overtime and let that be an option. Enfo not opping on the T side on this round, apparently, and even though they probably had the resources for it from somebody. And this quick A take from VicX, taking some map control. Very spread across the map, though. So this is, once again, the slow default. Contact towards B.
Picks up one headshot. That's a quick one onto Scat in checkered. And now we have a little bit of a slow play from Intact still. Nobody too aggressive even after the pick comes out. They still have a lot of utility to work with as well. Lots of Molotovs. They're going to be able to get control of basically any site they want, as Jeffs are only down to a couple flashbangs at this point. So, minute left in the round. Definitely a lot of time to work with as well. I like that position with the I think that was an AWP pushed up. I didn't know if that was the AWP or the scout pushed into Squeaky. But I really like that intel play there.
That's the op. And that he gets one, gets two, quick on the angle. Misses the third, but he's still alive. And I mean, he's safe in Squeaky. He doesn't even have to peek out. He can just sit there and cause havoc because the T still would have to cross into him. Ooh. TK coming out for Enfo as he gets a headshot onto Jaden. These names are so hard to read, by the way.
It's because of the My Jeffs before them, and there's no spaces. So Stylen and Enfo able to pick up 2 headshots, and Stylen with another. That's 3 kills coming out so fast for Intact to pick up that 15th round on the T side. Wow, Enfo really coming out big there. Stylen, he's been going huge this game. The 18-9 scoreline, double the amount of kills than he has deaths. And my God, he has been so clutch in these late round situations. Whether there's 2 players alive for the CTs, 1 player alive for the CTs, whether he's in the 1v1, the 2v2, Stylen is always picking up those trades.
Yeah, that was just fantastic. Especially after, what was it, Freshie got those first 2 with the op. It's like, oh man, this round's over. Like, he has the positioning advantage and everything. And this is a quick push mid because they don't have very much money from Manama, but they do make a lot of trades, but they're down to 1 more man, and this is a match point. What is going on here? You kind of gave up any chance you might have had of allowing the T's to make mistakes by pushing the tempo in mid, and it's a free A bomb site for them too. You just put a man with an MP7 into a 1v3 to try and keep you alive in this game, and that's it.
Michu, headshot.
Strange delete, and the demo just instantly kicks me out of the menu.
I mean, that game was over so fast that even the game was like, wow. We're out of here. We're going out. Yeah. No, I mean, the thing is, Intact had so much momentum rolling by the end of that game that even the round that they lost there toward the end, I think when they were on 13 rounds, it meant nothing to them. They just kept rolling. Yeah. They just kept playing their game. Stylen and Michu really crushing that game, Stylen in particular, and VicX.
Enfo had like 28.
I mean, VicX and Enfo, the old play, the original players from the original Intact lineup of the season, still showing that they're still going hard, and that's why they're still here, part of this lineup.
That's absolutely correct. We are going to take a quick break and get into another match.